To explain more about the development of this video, I'm going to show you the steps of video Monograph and how did I do this video according to the script and also according to the methodology and the techniques that I have used on this video. Finally, on the crucial part of this is that I mainly kind of did the script and I want to show you exactly how is the process of developing this video. Selection and elimination of the topics. That's the first part that we have to use on the video. Selection, and well, you can say, well, Guillermo, what is this? What is exactly about the selection and elimination of the topic? Well, when there was the crucial part of all this, it was a Jarana, okay? The Jarana was our first step to investigate about the topic. And also about that, it was about the region of Mexico, but in Mexico, Yucatan, and Merida. So yeah, now we have another aspect to consider. It was a Jarana of this, and then it was to Mexico, then it was to Yucatan, and then it was to Merida. So yeah, that is the first part to consider because if you want to select the Jarana, then we need to identify where we can find the Jarana. As we know, the Jarana is a tradition. It's a tradition or maybe a cultural attire, but it's more about the tradition. It's a tradition of Yucatan, Merida. But as we can know, it's also found on Quintana Roo. So yeah, you can also find on Quintana Roo area. So yeah, you can also find it, or in Cancun maybe. But this is another topic of the first style of this homework. It was not a part of the tradition of Yucatan. So yeah, we want to take all of Yucatan instead. The second part is development of the tribute of the structure of the work maybe. Yeah, it's exactly like that. Okay, so yeah, let's do this. It's development. Okay, so the development of the tentative historical book. How did I get to do this? Well, the first part I have made a script. First I need to identify and brief a brief overview. That's the first part. I have to identify the overall overview of this topic. That is the first point. Then I have used the an introduction to us, introduction to who are we going to be talking about, or maybe about us. As we have known, we have briefing ourselves. My name is Jarana, my name is Damian. So yeah, it could be used about the topic or the people that are going to present, or people maybe speakers. Maybe it's more adequate description of the introduction. And then I have after do an overview. That's like what is the Jarana exactly? What is the Jarana in main topics? It could be the key concepts, like for example, key concepts, or what you want to talk exactly through the video. It can be key concepts, and also you can say about important characteristics. You can also say important characteristics, or maybe you can use all about key concepts, important characteristics. You can also use about what you're going to tell about your public or público, about what you're going to talk about, what is going to be something to be interest of them. We're going to talk about the Jarana. Okay, why do you want to hear about the Jarana? Well, Jarana is special because it's a tradition important to Yucatan. So yeah, we need to attract the public because this is an important aspect. The brief overview or the review, this is not review, what you're going, it's like a box. Well, the overview and review is different because an overview is what are you going to tell about what is the box, and when is in the box is a review, is what did you do with it. An overview is what did you see of it, what is exactly or what it is, and review is what is inside of it. It's more explanation of it. An overview is only what is on a brief basis. It's only a brief explanation of what we use. So yeah, I'm going to erase that because it was only an example of what is overview and review. And then we can also use about the overview and introduction. Then we had a new of the origin, maybe on the origin, it's more about another one. Maybe we also talk about the origin, we also talk about the evolution, or maybe we had talked about customs, we had also talked about evolution customs, and also we had talked about music, the music, type of dance, and also we talk another more aspects of this. So yeah, we also want to talk about all of it in one. What is exactly, what are you going to, I'm going to search another mark, about what you're going to tell, because this is like what is what you're going to say. And then on this part is what you want to say in the overview. So that is important to do a meta monograph, because if you want to do an overview, then you want to do a review, it's all the explanation of this. So yeah, it's very important. And then you're going to say why should I take importance of this topic? Why is impact of it? Why is on the future on the perspectives? What is the impact? What is the future perspective? And why we should care about it? So yeah, that's in a brief. These are things more in detail about the development and what we're going to talk about. Why it's important, why we should be taking care of it, and then what is your conclusion? What is your conclusion of this? You can also add personal reflections. You can also add a personal reflection of what you think about the topic. You can debate with your partner. Oh, what do you think of this? Well, this is you can think more of this topic as a descriptive manner of what you perceive it as. Because we have already talked about what is the Jarana. We already tell about what you're going to tell. Who are we? About the people, and what is the topic, the introduction, and where to start. And then we explain about why it's important, and then we tell the conclusion of this topic. So yeah, this is the development of technical structure of the word. Why we have, not exactly that. Why the development of the structure of the word is crucial. It's very important to take importance of this step of the video monograph, because this is your script. This is your script. Without script, you have nothing. You have nothing, because what are you going to say if you're not going to know how to investigate about a certain topic? And even if it's a video monograph, in another monograph, you can say, well, in a monograph, I want to tell about, I don't know, the trees or the biodiversity or something like that. But you can't do it because you need a script of how you're going to tell it. You need to start science with this money a tree, right? You're going to tell about what is the origin of the tree, and then you're going to explain I don't know how to say this part of the tree, and then you're going to say about the leaves of the tree. So you need to start from here and then tell about it. But how are you going to tell your public about your people? How are you going to tell your people how to do something? What is the topic you're talking about? You need to explain since the beginning, since the origin, and then how it has evolved, or what it is today, of these main characteristics. And then you explain why it's important, like in this metaphoric example, why should the tree keep growing and be bigger? Why is important? Then we should use the past to know the present to change the future. So then that is why it's very important to do a development of tentative structure of the word. So yeah, there is a main aspect of the script and why it's very important to tell about. The next part is search and regulation information. Why is this important? The search and regulation information is, well, we kind of have to link this on these two parts. But after you're going to investigate first, then you're going to find information on what you want to have more research about. If you want to search and want to recollect information about certain topic you want to do a mini monograph about, or maybe about what you're going to tell or explain about, then you need to know what I'm going to research about to then search for more information. So yeah, whatever we have searched is exactly on some web pages to know about the Jarana topic. If I have known more about the Jarana, maybe this topic may be more like very short. We haven't already known investigated about the topic. We have known about the custom, the music and dancing, etc. But this has to be our main web page that's explaining those certain parts. So yeah, it could be a number of web pages, or maybe documentation also. There can be some documents of this topic, maybe. There can also be some images of it, maybe. There can also be some people that tell you about the story about it. Maybe there could be some interviews about what you're going to say. Maybe, so I don't know how to do a guess, but yeah. So yeah, you can use documents, you can use images, you can use video recordings, you can also use some video, like an example of this. You can also some video, you can also some. The important is information you're going to get in your video monograph, because without information you can do nothing. We have already known that this is a crucial part to do of your video monograph, but after you do your script, then you need to know what are you going to do to collect your information, and then what are you going to be your techniques to collect your information. The techniques that I have used were participant observation, because on participant observation is more about a crucial part of what were the observation I did when I was the topic of the Jarana. Because the topic of the Jarana was really of observation. What were they dancing? How did it move? So yeah, that's participant observation. And then it's a field diary. In my experience of documenting this story, as a resident of Yucatan, I can tell that it's by default, because for my region there are also Jarana. And I can say, well, the Jarana was like this and it was more like a diary. So yeah, it's more by default. But it's very crucial to do this, because I feel that you can also use when you are going to do interviews about more about a very specific topic you want to know about personal information of the community of the area. So that's a very important topic to tell about. And then our videos or documentation that will tell how to tell. You can use photos or videos. I think I haven't used videos for this. I haven't used photos because on the video I don't want to use photos because it doesn't display more. A video displays more than 1,000 images. So yeah, I'm also using this documentation. So yeah, these were my 4 techniques to do information. It was participant information, field diary, photos, videos, and documentation. It was very important in question. But what about of the method of research? It was exactly the study of the case. I'm going to put it right here. Study of the case. And why? Because this is not very complex topic to tell. So you can use a study of the case method and do all of this that I'm doing right now. It's more about investigation and research, and we don't need to use another methods to have to interview people. Well, if you want to know more about personal method, you can interview the people who dance the Jarana. But this is not very important because it's all about the tradition. If you want to know more about what they feel when you're dancing the Jarana, it's more like another method that is called right here. I don't remember exactly what was that method. But in this example, we're only telling about the Jarana. We're not talking about the personal reflection, so the people are dancing the Jarana. So yeah, study the case is like explaining the general thing of the Jarana, not about the personal aspect of the Jarana. information according to the tentative structure. The book of information according to the tentative structure. I don't have to tell more about this because we had already talked about what we're going to extract information according to the structure that we had already used in second step. So yeah, it's only just like I'm going to use these are divided in 4 parts. I'm going to tell more about a general overview of this. It is tell about what is, and then you can say key concepts. You can say about the main characteristics. That's another crucial part of the structure. Characteristics. Or maybe you can use what it is key concepts and characteristics. You can use reflections, maybe reflections, and you can use conclusion. Okay. So yeah, these are 5 aspects to do a general video monograph. But what we're going to strive on the 3rd step to do the structure of how to use on the development. The what is, we're going to search about a web page to tell what is exactly the Jarana. And then we're going to key concepts to get to know about what we research about the main characteristics of the topic. And then we're going to use some reflections where we can say about the impact, the future, and perspectives about the reflections. We can use our personal reflections. And then we're going to tell about the conclusion. There is a tricky part. As a video, as a writer script, you can use the conclusion to complete your explanation to explain what is exactly what were you telling to all this on these aspects to finish with a crucial finale to tell what is the topic you were saying. So yeah, what is the topic? The key concepts, not only like attracting to your people what you want to say, and then you're going to explain more about. Then you're going to say reflections on the future, on your personal reflections, and you're going to say the conclusion, completing of your brief overview, and then explaining your overall review of what you're saying on the past. So yeah, the structure is more like a completive, it's more like a finisher of all these steps. But it's very important because without this you can't say what you can't research what you're going to do. So yeah, it's very important. It's very important to consider about the different aspects. The 5th step is the reorganization of the structure if a new focus was acquired in the previous step. We are going to say about reorganization of the structure. The organization of the structure is now you have already researched about these topics. You now have already get to know what is your method and your techniques to research, and you have already made your script, and you have already made your region or your investigation and the topics of what you were investigating. The limitation is exactly because you're not going to investigate more about. You're not going to investigate about the food. You're not going to investigate about the animals, the people. You're going to investigate about the Jarana. That's a very important topic. You're only going to investigate Jarana to make all of these topics. So then when you're going to use the organization, then you're going to use the video. You're now going to plan the video script. Now you're going to plan the video script. That's a very important aspect because without making the video script, you can't make your video monograph because that's what it's about. You can't do the video monograph, you're not going to do the video script. That's why it's important. The relation structure is that, okay, I have already researched my topics, I have researched my information, I already have my documents on hand, and now you can use now you're going to use the video script, and now you have to do what we structure is more like, okay, we're going to organize all this to make on video format. So yeah, this is why it's important to make a video script, and then you can use, I don't know, maybe, well, this is a big important. You can use audio. Well, this is you can use audio. You can use, I don't know, video on this, or you can use some effects on your video. On your video script, you can also tell what audio you're going to use, the video and effects you're going to have with your project. So the organizational structure is more like only getting to know what we're going to do. And then is the development. The development. I don't know if it's still development. The development of the draft. Okay? Development of the draft, it means that after you do an organizational structure, in this step you're all going to see what have you done on all these steps. And then development draft, you're already working on your video monograph. Okay, in this step, I'm writing the script. I'm going to say, hello everyone, my name is Jarana and we are a new video for today. This is a draft, but in my original video, I only had welcome it for myself to always say my name and the topic. So we need to make a draft, and we were planning to say, but then you're going to use a real simulation of what you're going to really say. So yeah, this is on two parts of what is you want to say. I don't know if it's engaged on the whole video. What is what you want to say, and what is you really want to say? What you want to say, and what are you really want to say? I don't know if it's what is or what are you. This is important because on your video you can use your draft to combine with what is you want to say, what you really want to say. Or maybe you want to make more like a documental, but also I want to use on some aspects of my main account, Jarana 145. So yeah, what I want to say, what I really want to say on the video. So yeah, this is the development draft. And then, on the final part, you're going to do a revision of the draft. Okay, the revision of the draft. After you have already done step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, 5, 6, you're going to check all your steps that you have done in the past to make a revision of your draft. Your draft should contain all the things that you want to contain in the video monograph on the step 6. What you want to say and what you want to really say. On the revision monograph, you want to check on several aspects. You want to check your quality of the video, your spelling, your pronunciation, the videos you are adding to the project, audios, or so many aspects to consider. You can also add effects, you can also add sound effects, but all this has to be a revision. You're going to see your video on 3 parts. Well, you can see your video as a 4 personas. And then I know it's like one to really express what is what we need to consider more. The first part is you. What you want to express on your video, or what you want to really say on the video, what you want to explain about. You're going to explain as you want and when you want to. And then is the main public, the main protagonist, maybe, or I don't know how to say, the main protagonist of, I don't know how to say in español, el público, the public that you want to present. The main protagonist you want to present to, what you want to tell them that they should receive them on the main video. And then you want to say more aspects. like on video quality, on sound, and then you're going to see another time the video on these two aspects, on these two. And then you're going to see if you want to some color, just some little effects, and some like that. If you want to use to see the video again, I want to tell this, because this is very important because as a video maker, a filmmaker, you want to consider calibration, the draft, and main aspects of conversation, spelling, and the information. But when you're making the video, you want to see the video as you want to express and you want to say. Then the main public, as you really want to receive the information of what you're telling on your story or your video, and then you're going to say to watch the video on 4 aspects: on the video quality, the sound quality, or you can also see the video as transition here, or you can also make a revision of your color specs or effects. So yeah, it's very important because when you're watching these personas, you're now watching 4 types of different people that are watching you, and then you want to see on as how to say information contained information. If your information was really valid, this information was very valid to explain all the topic you want to say in the video. Is the information really valid? It's really expressive, very important, very llamativo of your video. It's really important, or is only like a video for kids? We're going to tell more about this on the information by mobile. But this is only like a recommendation to draft your script, because when you're making audio video monograph, you're checking on your topic, what is your script, what is the state of the case, how many techniques, what is the bulk of information of the intended structure of these 2 aspects. Then you're going to reorganize the structure as appropriate to the script, and generally you're going to use the draft and draft to the video. And the final thing, you're going to do a revision of the draft. These are considered all the aspects to make a video monograph. Not all video monograph. In any way to do a video, what you really want to say. And it's not about the video, it's more about, I don't know, you want to make a film, you need to consider about this. What is the structure? What is the information? It's more about all the details in the monograph. And well, the video monograph, it was about the Jarana, it was from Yucatan, Merida, and Merida, Yucatan. It was from Jarana, from Merida, Yucatan. And well, this is my final explanation on how to do a video monograph. And well, let's take a brief review of this topic. We have selected a topic, and it's the area of the research. We made the development on the structure of the word, what we want to say of the word. Then we searched for the method we want to use to research our information. And then we calculated our techniques to recollect information. Then we have used the book information according to the structure to make our main script to tell about the video marker. Then we had a organization structure. We use the video, we use the audios, the video effects, and we have used a development of the draft. The draft is important because the draft is more about information generally. The draft is more about information, but you can also use a video draft. And then you use the revision of the draft. If you had something wrong, to check again. If your spelling is wrong, you can back to record it again and see if it's good. If your audio quality is good enough to your listeners to listen, and it also is good enough that the quality should see on the screen. I don't know exactly my video looks like this, but I have to check it. you to use the Jarana beer. Well, thanks for watching. I had great fun to do this explanation. And well, I don't know what to say. All my I don't know how to say conocimiento. But all this topic